you guys doing? This is very important in reference to dentist expenses and history and how much my mother and father spent at the dentist office and education history. You know, I went to schools that was very expensive. Like one of the schools I went to, my father paid like $600,000 or something. I don't know, it was like $600,000 a year or what it was. The Colorado school I went to when I was little or something. I'm not sure how much it was. And, you know, Beverly Hills schools. I'm not sure if my father owned any of those schools in Beverly Hills. Somebody needs to look that up. But this is before these people kidnapped me, you know. But there was always there's history and police reports in many places, I guess, that has the records about how many times these people tried to kidnap me from my mother and father's mansions. That needs to be publicly known too. And, you know, in reference to dentist history, now my mother paid like, it might have been like, I had injuries from the government, and my mother paid like, I'm not sure if it was $400,000 or $4 million, where the dentist would come over to the house. He'd spend time there day and night. And, you know, when I had injuries, and make sure everything was structured right, and to make sure satellites weren't hitting me in the face and teeth and smashing on my face. And, you know, there's all these laws that prevent these activities of these government people. So no matter what accusations they've made up, the fact of them using illegal technology is a crime. Do you understand that? These people thought if they made up accusations that they'd get away with using dangerous and outlawed technology and the activity of using it for those illegal purposes that these government people have been using them for. So they thought if they made up some horrendous exaggeration of an excuse, they thought they'd get away with mutilating, murdering, and stealing from me. That's why we have analysts. Analysts that have to analyze every accusation and where they are coming from with their lies and tricks. And the analysts would have a field day with these people, you know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, wow, that too, huh? Woo, wow. So, you know, the satellite man and the history of things. So look who has been to the dentist and which dentist has spent them, or whose parents had spent the most money at the dentist office. Am I number one that my parents had spent the most money at the dentist office? And this government man, and it's not a reference to having fake shit on my teeth. It was like the dentist was making sure nutrition was right and everything grew right. And then these dirty communist satellite controllers thought they'd get away with fucking up my teeth and face. Like they thought that there's no laws. They thought if they just made up some accusation when there was already restraining orders against every single one of these politicians and every single one of their agents of the CIA, FBI, NSA, against all of them. All their offices and the whole branch of government. There have been restraining orders forever, lifetime restraining orders. So that needs to be publicly known too. So, you know, in reference to whichever people have played these tricks, you know, it's very important that it's on the record what branches of government and what politicians are on the hate club list, and which people and political families my parents had restraining orders on. And it's very important for exactly why my parents had restraining orders on these people. It wasn't just random restraining orders. These people had trespassed. And we want all the information known publicly. So nobody can say, oh, that was just frivolous. They just didn't blah, blah, blah. No, man. There was factual crimes and violations of each and every single person that was tied in with these people. Or the harassment, the abuse, the stalking, the sexual crimes, them trying to rape me, them trying to mutilate, them damaging my teeth, them trying to call me their child, them denying my race and religion, them trying to call me somebody else's race as their way of trying to call me a illegal immigrant or something. The satellite man obviously burns people and tortures people and then questions their identity. Like he claims he didn't know who he was looking at. So that abusive technology is not able to recognize or not able to identify a person. So they use it to torture and mutilate people.